was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I could taste it, wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place fair? I will not stop, I will prepare to get to the top, and you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, that you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or is your place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, that you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, that you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan, yeah I got a backbone, designing my own program, I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare, got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or is your place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare.
What up, guys? How is it going this Friday? Oh, man. Hope y'all are having a good Friday. Because, I have not been having a bad one, but been doing a lot of thinking. But, before I hit y'all with the heavy stuff, let's say hey to the chat. Tits, what's up, man? It's nice to have you here. What's this that you're saying? So I'm down from 41 interns. Dang. Dude, did you like run them off? I know you do the farming thing. So, yeah, but that's one of those things, man. Cliff, what's up, Clifton? You should check it out, man. Netflix has some killer songs. It's quiet text. Wait, am I quiet? I can't tell. Okay. Well, that sounds fine. Anyways. So, guys, I hate to do this, but I think I'm done with streaming. That sound good? Thanks, Cliff. Um Not forever though. Like, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm done forever. Like, this is it for me. Like, the channel's shutting down. No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm getting into it, man. Um, what I'm saying is that right now I don't know what to do for streaming. I I put these streams on every Friday. Well, just to kind of go back a little bit, when I started this whole YouTube journey, it was to be a streamer. Like, I like streaming. I have fun with it. I love the interaction with you guys every Friday, or now every Friday, but every time I put on a stream, I love, talking to people. But I'm noticing more and more that I don't think my streams are entertaining. And, I know that not, I've been doing this long enough to know that, you're not going to have, a stream that is just fire every time you hit go live. And you're not going to have people always coming to every stream. I get all of this. It's one of those things. It's, oh yeah, I get it. You can't be at every show. Not everything's gonna connect with everybody. You basically live and die by the stream you put on. So it it's it's been a decision that I've been thinking about for a little while. Like, what am I enjoying doing on YouTube? One of the few people I can stand. I appreciate it, tits, man. It's great. Like I said, like I love doing this. What's up, 13? How you doing, man? Tim, how you doing? I enjoy them every time I'm able. Right, dude. I know you were saying that it's like 2 o'clock for you right now. You really should be getting some sleep. You are always on somebody's streams. You know, that's that's kind of what I was getting to. Um, so, and this is a thing with YouTube. Like, YouTube's, and I'm not blaming YouTube for this. I've seen plenty of people gain success through streaming, and I don't want it to also be like, oh, I'm not gaining success, so I need to go where where my views are, which is kind of the truth, but it's kind of not at the same time. But like I said, like I started this whole YouTube journey wanting to stream. I enjoy streaming. I've put a lot of uh, time and effort into figuring out streams, figuring out programs, figuring out OBS, just trying to make it better. Half of the reason my audio I feel is as good as it is because of streaming. But I don't want to waste your guys' time at the same time. Like, I don't think I don't think I'm entertaining for enough for long periods of times. Like, I love talking. I love, bringing up the, anime news, talking about older anime, uh, and newer anime. Like, I love the picking out every season of anime to watch, talking about it, finding the new anime that, like, implementing that and doing that has opened me up to so many new anime, and also it kind of opened my eyes to kind of this new generation that has given me the opinion that even though I like 80s and 90s anime, I don't really think it can stand up to some of the newer anime that's coming out today. But you're right. The shorts have been doing great. I think it's not only just something that YouTube's looking to push right now, but also something that I've been finding more success with, and I've been able to be more steady with it. Granted, a very small sample size because it's only been the last 7 shorts that I've put out that have done well to me. And to me, a short that gets somewhere between 500 and 1,000 views is good for me right now. But I could also see it just getting better. But I can also put more, maybe not, I wouldn't say effort into the shorts, but I can make the shorts more entertaining. And I think where my strengths right now lie for entertaining people is on shorts. I mean, I have, what is it, about seven, no, 600, almost 660 subs right now. And I would probably say more than 70% of those are from shorts subbing. Not to get too into the YouTube thing, but with all the things that there's available on YouTube, live streaming, videos on demand, shorts live streaming, which that's something they just implemented, so I'm not sure how it's going to really connect with shorts or where the viewers are going to be. But let's just take the three ones that we know, live streaming, videos on demand, and shorts. These are all different audiences, and very rarely will they cross over. And I mean, you are right. My shorts numbers have been really good, and they just get better. And I feel I can just be more entertaining with shorts content than with live streaming content. Because, like I said, I just don't know what to do with it right now. There's a lot of different people that I watch that they have success with live streaming, but I I can't. Some of the stuff that they do, I can't do. Like having guest on. I can do it, but the thing is that I go through kind of a what is it? It it's a it's a process to live stream with people for me because where I'm at in the South and being way ahead of everybody else or way behind somebody else, like the Eastern time zone is, I've found, is such a weird time zone to stream with people, and most of the people I know are either Central, Western, or they're in Europe or in Japan. And I love talking to all these people, but the times that I am capable to stream, which I work 10 hours a day, I've got to have time not just for my family, but to also set up stuff throughout for streaming and try to set up stuff through the week. And it it very rarely works out that I am able to stream with people or to go on panels with people. So I more or less end up like my whole YouTube thing is kind of me solo. And that's just the way it's been because I mean, I work to accommodate people when they come onto my channel because the way I see it is that it's a favor to me to come in and come on my stream and use their time. Like I want to respect people's times as as much as I can. Um, so it's a I just have found that I'd rather just I guess I'd just rather not take as much time to try to get guests on as much as I'd just rather do it by myself because at least by myself I don't have to worry about other people's times and uh, using phrases or words or offending them. Um, Especially considering that the people that I would want to stream with, I like them, and I would like to keep talking to them. And not that I think any of them would really be too offended about what I say. I just would rather avoid that as much as I can. Do goat streams like when you stream, you're not. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Change your format every once in a while. I like the gaming streams. Get a co-host. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about that. But like I said, this is my stream after I watch FNT, and it's my one stop shop for it. I dude, thank you so much. You should get Sydney Gosh, those are the co-host. Minimum DD co-host. Oh my gosh. And by costumes, I mean Jesus. Oh, dude, I'm always happy and I'm thankful. Never change for me. Yeah, yeah. Like the most offensive thing I've seen was you. Oh man, yeah, yeah, and I try to have fun. Like I want my streams to be fun. Um, and I like the open mic stuff too. I love opening up to. It's something that I know at some point I'm not gonna be able to do. Like just hypothetically, if I had 1,000 people in here, feasibly, I can't put a link in chat to let someone come in. Because not only would almost no one get in there, or you'd have some trolls because you can't grow in the social media space without having haters. It's kind of a you got to get used to it if you're going to do this. There's going to be people that's not going to agree with you, and it's something that just comes with the territory. I've kind of I, out of everybody that I know that does it, apparently I'm the only one that's had somebody come in on stream and either have a video or be having somebody performing fellatio on them and put it on my stream. So and that's always made me gun shy, but it's something that I like doing at this point because it's fun. And I I know at some point that I was going to have to not do that. Hello, Rad Art and Comics. Nice to have you here, man. I don't think I've seen you here before. You've got to have thin skin, thick skin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thick skin while streaming or even just being on the internet. It's something you just got to do, and I'm not stopping streaming because someone has said something that has upset me so bad that I'm done with it. I think where I can focus right now and be more talent or more entertaining is with my VODs and my shorts. And again, like this is not me saying that I'm done with streaming. This is just me saying that I've got to take time. I've got to retool how I'm going to stream. Like, I know some of y'all here know Brandon, the anime guy, and I kind of like what he does with when he goes for like 3 hours and he's got like sections set up and like people know when to come in for those sections. And he has a bunch of returning viewers, and that's kind of the other thing that I was getting at is that, I like the people that come in, and I do understand that people can't come every every time I stream. I get that. Not every stream's going to be for somebody, or they're not going to have the time. Not a big deal. But the thing is that I'm also not growing through streaming. Um, and streaming is an immense grind that I I have been more than happy to do it, but it just seems like I'm either stalled or there's something that I'm not doing right while streaming. Because I've also noticed like my retention rate on streaming is very low. It's like, if I'm not talking about certain things, people just bounce. Or if a new person does come in, they're not interested in what is going on and they're gone. And that comes back to me being entertaining. And I mean that's all of this. This is all me needing to figure out what I need to be doing on streaming. Like, do I need to be more energetic? Do I need to be more entertaining? Do I need to do what Tits and Ray Gun says and get some tits on stream? It's a lot to think about, and I'm not a creative or a fast thinking person, so it takes me a minute to figure things out. And if I'm still, and I've tried this before, like if I try to keep doing the shows, um, I won't ever change because I can't figure that out while still trying to stream because I don't have the time. Like I was saying before, I work 10 hours a day, then family stuff, and it it takes a lot. And then also trying to do VODs and shorts. Shorts on a minimum take me 2 hours a night, and for the most part, I get off at 5 in the afternoon, come home, rest for a minute, eat, and then spend as much time as I can, which is normally about 2 hours, creating a short. You wouldn't think something less than a minute would take that much time, but it for me it does. Like for for finding the uh, the clips that I need, creating the what you call it, the scripts, uh, and also like I've tried like doing stuff on the weekends, but that's again that's taking time away from my wife and kids, and you know, not that I I I'm not going to say I would never want to make money at doing this because I never want that to be. I want to be as transparent about that as I can, but it would be what was the word? It would I would be pushed a lot more if I was making some kind of coin, like if this was kind of paying for itself instead of it just being a hobby right now. Uh, which I mean, I would love to. I mean, who wouldn't want to get out from under the boot of their corporate overlords? I would love to figure out how to make this something profitable for uh, to give me financial independence. Um, but that's neither here nor there. And I just need to take the like in order to make the show better for you guys. I've got to pull back a little bit to figure things out because I short and simple, I've already taken enough time from my family, and I'm not going to take more from them uh, to try to make something that's a hobby uh, work. And I mean, that's all I can really say about that. Ever consider streaming with a VTuber you can embrace? Yeah, actually, I have a basic model rigged up. Uh, I can't do it now. It takes a minute to get but I used to do the VTube and stuff. Like I had a girl with like big O bazongas and purple hair and stuff, and I was doing that like a year ago, 2 years ago. But yeah, oh, tits always do help. Unfortunately, I only have the man boob variety, and I don't think y'all want to see a hairy nipple. Unless you're into that, then hey, I got what you're looking for. Real talk, I don't watch entertaining streams. Frankly, I'm mystified as to why more people don't. Hey, man, it like I said, it's. I think people like panels. I think that's just where it's at right now. Like, if you're gaming, it's understandable to be by yourself, but I think the idea of some 37-year old guy you know talking about anime on stream. um I don't think it appeals to a lot of people, especially when they talk like I do talk new anime. I mean, you've been here long enough to know that I do talk new anime, but I do talk a lot of older anime, but that doesn't appeal to a lot of people because you know it, it's old. Like anime from before 2000 is now considered classic anime. It blows my mind, but I don't know why it's classic. Like I still don't believe uh the N64 or the Xbox 360 is a retro console, but apparently that whole generation is now retro consoles. So, but yeah, like I trust me, man. I get it. Like, there's things that I see people do that I'm like that I don't get why it works, and really, I the way that I see things is I use the stream and the things that I can do to make up for the things that I can't do, if that makes sense. Um, and what I can't do is I'm not going to exactly lie just to get views. So um Cliff knows this. I was talking to him later or earlier. Um I have a personality that is very big and a personality that is very abrasive. Um and I will argue with people. Even though I could, like, let's just say I could agree with them 100% on their statements that they are making. But if I want to stream with somebody, I'm going to bring up the things that I know are the opposite to the argument. Like, think mock debates in school, and you have the people that take the let's just say the progressive side and the liberal side or the conservative side, and you just have them do the research and stuff like that, and that's the side I would. I'll take the opposite side on a stream when I'm talking to somebody because who wants to sit there on a stream for hour, 2 hours, and just have four people agreeing with each other? That's boring to me. And granted, nobody asks for that, but I've always felt that makes things more interesting. And on top of it, I feel I'm more informed. And my camera's about to cut off. That's actually cool. I didn't know that it had a timer. Six, five, four, three, two, one. Camera off. um, but yeah, I mean, I can take the opposite side because I feel I'm at least I try to inform myself of everything that goes around the argument. I have my own opinions, like calling the big three mid, or or oh shoot, what are some of my more wilder things? Uh, Saying that how Miyazaki's movies are boring and that they are all kind of the same movie. Um, I really try to um, and I inform myself and make up my own opinion is what I try to do, and that's one reason. That's another reason why I don't really pull a lot of people in because I do have this personality about me. If y'all know Blaine, I was on his stream maybe about 4 weeks ago now when Lofty Pixels was on there, and I kind of got into it with him, and I didn't exactly have a opinion on what he was saying, but and it kind of got out of hand, and that was on me, and I should have done better. Like I wasn't exactly taking what he was saying seriously, and because I mean I'm as far when I look at it, I'm a jackass on the internet, on YouTube, talking about Japanese cartoons. Do I have something to talk about them that I want to say? Yeah, but I don't really I don't really take it that seriously. Like if someone's going to disagree with me, sure we can talk it out and hash it out, but I'm at the end of the day, I'm going to turn off the stream and I'm going to go out and I'm going to go about my business. And people are going to feel the way that they're going to feel because I can't take this internet stuff seriously. If I did that, I'd be losing my mind. Oh man, YouTube algorithm sucks when it comes to streams. Videos are me, but they push the shorts. But there are so many out there, and makes it harder for the other content you make. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does, but you know, I'm I'm very confused why the people that do watch or watch my streams, why it doesn't count towards my stream or my view time. It's very baffling to me. Like I put on a lot of streams, I put videos out, but I can never seem to break like 330 watch hours. It blows my mind. Sadly, I'm my own corporate overlord. Yep, yep. You're a corporate overlord. It's boring if we all agree. Yeah, yeah. That's why I am the way I am. It's not. It's not, and I've found that out, but at the same time, I should have I pride myself a little bit on being able to read people. And I completely read that situation wrong, and that was on me. Again, no, I mean, I really think it was on me. Raquel, how are you doing? Don't need to see the stream to know. Nah, like I said, man. Like I'm not gonna completely defend him. Like I'm not gonna say I was 100% in the right or I was 100% in the wrong, and he was 100% in the right. But I could have handled that situation a lot better. I noticed anime streams in general don't get a lot of views. I mean they can and they can't. Um, it really depends on the person. Uh, like I I've granted I've got to stop doing this too. I've got to stop comparing and trying to be as good as the people that have like a couple 100,000 subs and hundreds of people watching them on stream. It's I'm not there and I'm not them. I'm trying to create and build my own community here. Jesus. I don't know him well enough to exactly agree with all that. I know I haven't responded yet. I don't know anything about work. They come like a day. Yeah, I was wondering about that as soon. Ah, but yeah, I mean it's very like streaming is very um wow, I've completely lost my train of thought. Um wow, I'm lost. My head is blank right now. Like I think I've said about all I was gonna say. I left me to use Target that night. Mm, I mean, I was engaging with him first, or we were engaging the entire night, and then I think he wanted it to be. I think he wanted like I really don't want to because that was weeks ago because so it doesn't matter. But so we were engaging, we were having what I felt was a decently civil conversation. And by the way, I remember it going. I think he asked or said something, and I said the most ridiculous thing that I could think of. I think it was I think it was the whole Toy Story and Bob the Builder comparison, and I agreed that they could both be equal on their own merit. And he has his opinions as everybody. I mean, I can be an asshole sometimes when I've got strong opinions. Freaking gushing over magical girls. You're no one's going to change my mind on that. But yeah, so I mean, it was a little bit of both of us, but it is what it is. Lofty dude and hit. Yeah. Although I would love to have him on stream, just to argue about stuff because I think we both can take our own paths and it be a good stream and a good conversation. I watched him go after Shady Versity on Gary's stream. Really, Lofty's a passionate guy when it comes to movies. I mean, that was the first stream I was on him, and or that was the first stream that I was on with him, and I could really tell by that stream like when it comes to film theory and films, the guy has a very strong passion for it. A little jealous of that myself because, you know, yeah, I have gone back and forth with him on Twitter over shade. Interesting. I've heard of this Lofty Pizza. He's an interesting. Yeah, I mean he gets around, but yeah, like I'm jealous of how passionate like people like him can be passionate about stuff because I'm yeah, how to say it. I'm very. I feel I'm analytical. I'm analytical. I feel like I'm an analytical person or a realist person when it comes to thinking about things. Like, do I love anime? Yes. Do I love manga? Yes. I also love medieval stuff, fantasy, uh, Japanese food mainly. There's a lot of stuff that I like, but and I don't know if this is due to my raising or the fact that I never really had a chance to figure out what I had a passion for or what I wanted to do in my life. Because I went from being a kid to being a parent very early. Like my first kid was born when I was 18. 19? Are you sure about that? Wife's arguing with me. 19, whatever. I'll go with her because my mind is fried. Um, and so yeah, I never, I kind of never stopped like to take a minute for myself. You think kid and stuff, but I went from my parents telling me what to do and uh, working shitty jobs to having my wife telling me what to do, working shitty jobs. And I've spent the last 20 years. She is, I'm never getting laid again. But I've spent the last 20 years just kind of living for everybody else, I guess, is what I can say. And it's it's not that I haven't had fun. It's just that I never, I just never, I never got to, take that time that I guess people get in their 20s or get to figure things out. My my next move was always like, where's my money coming from? What next bill am I paying? What bill's late am I trying to get caught up on? uh oh shit, the car is broke, how do I fix that? Just kind of regular stuff that goes through life, that you go through life with. And I'm so happy that I had my wife there to help me with it because I never would have figured it out. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, she kind of raised three kids instead of just two because she is someone who stuck with me. Because I was not a calm person uh, through my 20s. I probably didn't start to chill out until I was about 32, and I was so angry at so much, and it's like she put me in my place a lot of times, and so I definitely had to. She allowed me to grow up, and I grew up kind of. I say grew up, but I matured during my last 20 years with her. I'm very thankful for it. But kind of that was really heavy, wasn't it? Kind of back to what I was saying, like people like Lofty and a bunch of other people that I know, being able to find their passions and have the very passionate about this stuff. Like I'm always questioning. I'm like, when I see the people yelling about Disney, like that was something when I started doing this that I was like, I can't do it. I don't care enough about what Disney does for it to matter to me. And I kind of feel like that about everything, like anime, manga, Disney, Marvel, DC, Turtles. All this stuff I like, but at the end of the day, if I'm still able to put food on my table, that's all I care about, because I can always find new forms of entertainment. It might not be as good as the anime that I watched. It might not be good or as good as Turtles or as some of the Marvel stuff, but the Marvel franchise is never going to go away. That is, no matter what Disney does to it, it's never going to go away. Same for DC and Warner Brothers, all these franchises that we know about, they're never going to go away. There's a dark time in entertainment right now that we're having to live through. But if these companies go under because of their decisions, it doesn't affect us, not in the ways that matter. And that's something that I can't, like, I can't find myself to care so deeply about this stuff that I can't just say that, okay, if it fails, so it's not my personality. It's not who I am. I love anime. I love watching anime. I love reading manga, but it doesn't consume me to a point that I care so much about it that my life is going to be over. Like, I mean, I was seeing people yelling that, oh God, WB is going to wokeify anime with their isekai, or the anime they're going to put out is going to be so woke. And I'm just like, if it is, so what? It's WB. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna look at their stuff and I'm gonna judge it. I'm gonna judge it as fairly as I can. I mean, with all their BS, I get it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised about it. But what if? What if? Oh man, I'm way behind on chat. It's not passion. It's mm, Ronan wifey. Yeah, yeah. The wife is the reason I get to do all of this. She's the reason I have my mic. She's the reason I have my PC. Like, she, call me pussy whipped if you want, but she's the reason that I was allowed to do all this stuff. Yes, you do. The only thing you won't rearrange is no, I can't see that on on YouTube. A lot. Yeah, we got to end the stream like right now. Like, damn. Lofty is called for gatekeeping on several streams. Problem is, he wants to be the gatekeeper and exclude everyone who isn't a liberal and flamer. I can't see. That's something I would have to look into, because that is very problematic. Like, don't weaponize your audience. You know, like I say, I've used gatekeep anime from the West a few times, but that's more that, I don't want anime to stop coming over here. but I want Western studios to stop being able to dub it. Like, I would much rather there be a Japanese centric dubbing studio for anime that they want to come over here. Like, I would rather, basically, I would rather anime stay Japanese centric and them have a company there that ships it here, or that they have a company here that is owned by the Japanese studios. Like, I don't like the Crunchyroll, the Funimations, or kind of any of these other Western houses that do the dubbing. But basically, that's my idea of gatekeeping anime from the West. I don't want it to stop coming over here. I just want companies to stop having access to it because they don't do any good for the industry. But in any case, if that's serious, then I'll have to look more into that and see how involved he has been in that, and then next time I might actually say something because that's fucked up. Because you can't. I'm pretty sure he's one of those people that are a proponent for like free speech and stuff like that, and that's not free speech. Yeah, that's fucked, man. Went from playing tight end Wii U to being a circuit vet with the children to running my wife's father's ranch. So, oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I know that's not like my situation's not unique. I know that. Um, I would definitely say that that is probably about 70% of the story for, you know, people in the US, I would say, because I just know the US a little bit better than I know European countries, and I know that I don't know how bad their, teen pregnancies and stuff are over there, but I know the US, especially kind of in the South, like teen pregnancy is it's up there because I mean you live so far out. It's like you're either doing drugs or you're fucking. And it's just the way it goes, and it's a problem. But yeah, so I mean I mean that's just my story. That's how I feel, and I was. I don't want to say I wasn't given the opportunity to find what I was passionate about, but it. I think I made it more difficult for myself because I mean I was a teen pregnancy myself, and then I had kids when I was a teen. So I mean I was basically raised by kids, and I granted not blaming my parents for anything. They did the best they could, um, but it's like they weren't taught like they weren't taught finances. They weren't taught how to raise kids, and so when it came to me, I was raised very roughly, and and then this finance thing's like, I mean, I'm about damn near 40 years old and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. And can I blame the government and the economy? To an extent, but I can also, I would more put the blame on myself that with where I'm at right now, if I have the tools to figure out financing, which I'm sure there's some on the internet, I don't have time to look. I say that and I'm like, oh, but I like editing and stuff like that, and I like watching anime. You know, that's where I spend most of my time. And then I like having fun too, like going to the movies or going out to eat. Um, yeah, I mean it's a lot, and it may not be a unique story, but it is my story, and uh, that's where that's what I think. At least that's what I think. That's why I don't have a passion for, like, I can argue and I can talk anime all day, but it's going to be very factual based. Uh, very little of it's going to be about how emotional I was while watching a show or when this happened. Like, outside of kind of the basic emotions like excitement or like the first time Goku went Super Saiyan, that was so cool to watch. You know, I was very excited to see that on screen and happen. But as a kid, I wasn't look like I wasn't look with these shows. I wasn't looking into the deeper meanings or the allegories or stuff like that, and but because for a very long time I've felt that stuff, like, people attach emotions and they attach these themes and these ideas that could and could not exist to these shows or what's being shown for reasons to make them seem deeper. Like, just because I'm on Dragon Ball Z, love Dragon Ball Z. Have fun with Dragon Ball Z. Did Toriyama attach everything to it that the fandom says that he did? No. I really don't believe that, because I mean, you can watch Dragon Ball Z and it, it's a very basic show, but people will find meaning in things, just like with Oda and One Piece. That would probably been a better one. Um, you know, as big as that fandom is, people attach so much to what One Piece is and the depth of each character and everything. And you know, I don't hate One Piece, but at the same time, I don't think it's this magnum opus of a story that's being told. I think a lot of it's just Oda, having fun and trying to create surface level depth that I don't think the show actually has. And he will come out and say stuff and fans will latch on to it, and he gives it deeper meaning. Um Kind of like the way Lucas did with Star Wars. Like, I don't think Lucas had an idea outside of that first movie. And once that first set of trilogies was over and then people started writing the fan fiction and stuff, I think Lucas seen an opportunity to be lazy and was cherry picking things from the fanfics that he was seeing that the fans were liking, and he was saying, okay, well, that's canon and that's canon and that's canon, and oh yeah, we're gonna use that later on. I mean, that's just that's how I see things going, because it seems too perfect when fan theories line up with a storyline later on. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's just my conspiracy theory brain. Love and passion about anime is something that really helped me when I. That's awesome, Raquel. Like, yeah, like I'm glad that you know. Well, I'm not glad about that, because I'm sad that you went through hard times and you needed an escape. That deep to make things better. And that's probably another one of my things too, is that, as I don't like using the word difficult, but as difficult as my childhood was, things that I've either blocked out or intentionally forgotten. I can't say my life was horrible. And maybe that's another thing is why I don't latch on to this stuff as much, because I never used books or anime or anything or sports as a outlet or an escapism. Um, I kind of just I took things for how they were. Video games, anime, cartoons. I was just happy to watch them and to be able to watch them. Um, and that's a and maybe my life wasn't as bad as I like to think it was, but again, I probably just forgot a lot of it. Um, but yeah, I mean, maybe my life was just really kind of better than I like to pretend it was. But yeah, I mean, I hate that you had to escape that deep into something, because I as much as I love these stories and I love the animes and the movies and stuff, I there is a real world out here that I think we all should experience, even as shitty as this place can be. Alex, keep reviewing anime. Oh no, dude, I'm never gonna stop doing that. That's a cornerstone of the channel. I might just not do it live for a while. Live streaming, like I said, live streaming. Like this has gone on way longer than I intended it to be. I was kind of gonna just say my piece and peace out, but hey, whatever, right? Why not? Why not have the last stream and have it go out with a bang? Uh, but yeah, no, I'll never stop reviewing anime. Like I've been trying to figure out, like I've been thinking of doing like 1 minute anime reviews for shorts. Um, I've been trying to figure out how to make that work, because there's a lot. Like I struggle to get it down to under 5 minutes sometimes, because I feel I suck at reviewing anime, because I want to put everything in there, because I'm like, oh, there's this part, but you need context to why this happened, because this happened, and I'm just like, oh god. That's one reason my edited videos take so long, is that I've got to like I've got to cut so much down, and I feel I'm losing the plot when I get to it. Like I've got to be happy about it, and yeah. So nah, but the anime reviews will continue. Like, so I don't know how many of y'all know. Oh my god, why did I forget his name? I told y'all my brain's fried today. Uh, Culture Casino. Uh, really cool guy. I had him on the channel 2 years ago when I was really getting into groups and everything. And I could probably reach out to him today and ask him to come on, and he would find a way to do it. Which he's about at 20K subs or more. Like he's been really blowing up, and that's insane. But he has put in the work, like work. But he does a show every day, streaming 6 minute daily, and he stays to his schedule, and he does really good. Reads the headlines, gets his opinion out there. Very informed. Really cool guy. And I've thought about stealing his 6 minute daily thing for anime and retooling it for animes or retooling it for shows. Um, but again, I like it's like I'm I'm curious on how that would work. But I need to set up a format and figure it out. But he did really good with that. Like hell for a 6 minute stream on the daily, seeing like 40, 50, 60 people coming in there. I'm like, damn, just impressive. And I don't know if it was the short time or his opinions that had him coming back, but he was really like it worked for him. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do. Anime's gotten a lot of us through times. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, not to get political and stuff, but well, no, I'm not going to say that. I don't have to say that. But I mean, I get why people are so protective over it. I'm protective over it because I'm afraid of what we're going to get if we don't have some kind of checks and balances. Like we can't, because I mean we've seen what happened with comics and American cartoons. And I can tell you right now, for the animation industry, America does not know where it's fucking at. If they knew where it was at, they would have kept doing stuff like the He-Man, the reboot of Thundercats and He-Man back in 08, 2010, I want to say. Those things looked great. We would have kept going with Pirates of Darkwater. Just some of these classic shows. Like we wouldn't have gotten rid of freaking SWAT cats, man. Like these were shows that I'm like, at the time they were competing with the Japanese animation industry. But no, animation's too expensive. We can't have good looking Western shows like that. We've got to do basic round head drawings and have shows about feelings and other crap. Oh, Batman the Animated Series. I forgot to add that in there. That was another one. But also, most of these were done by Japanese studios, but I don't care. They're still Western anime. I mean, hell, Teen Titans really should have kept going. That's still one that pisses me off. But yeah, no, like where I'm lost. I'm just reading chat now. Just passing by, man. Well, I appreciate you being here all the same, Alex. No, dub it, but make it good and trusty. All right. Funimation is officially shut down. End of an era. Hello, Crunchyroll. I've said my piece about Funimation. I haven't. They were never a good company, but I've felt more of a way about them in the last 10 years than I used to. Because I mean, hell, I'd just buy stuff for the hell of it. Like to me, Funimation. Like when you seen Funimation, that was anime to me. I was like, yeah, Funimation, it's quality. They do so much good for the anime industry. If it wasn't for Funimation, we wouldn't have anime. Those were words that I've actually uttered. Now I'll say exactly like I said on Twitter. If me um, advocating for subs or people to watch subs destroyed Funimation, then I'm happy about that. Like I'm happy Funimation's gone. I'll be happier when Crunchyroll's gone. Um, I forget who I was. I think I just started following Media Blasters on Twitter, or maybe it was somewhere else. But so, like, I heard an excerpt of someone saying that the streaming model doesn't work for anime, and um, questioning why they think that. But hey, everybody's got their opinion, right? Anyone else see that the Gion neighborhood in Kyoto has banned foreigners? Really? That should be a wake up call, because if wokies keep messing with translating, Japan could simply stop exporting anime. Oh, oh man, that that would hurt. But I also don't keep a like. I mean, y'all know my opinion on physical media. I don't think it's needed at this point, but I think there's better ways to go about getting it. But that would probably still hurt, because there are some shows I would still like physical that I haven't gotten yet. Like, I really need the what was it, the 30th anniversary of Yu Hakusho on Blu-ray. I've still got to get that. Um, yeah, that's crazy though. Billy, yes, Billy. I've really got to start using Billy more. See, this is why I like you guys. I can find meaning in Tales of Wedding Rings. Very light meaning, but it's still an entertaining show. Fun fact: my father got into anime when he was posted as an aircraft mechanic in Okinawa. He got me nice, dude. Like, I hear a lot of stories about that, like servicemen and women that were deployed overseas, and that's how a lot of the kids at that time got into it. Uh, I say I wasn't fortunate in that way, but uh, yeah, no, my parents were just factory workers, and they were both kind of very sports centric in school. So yeah, I got I say forced into sports, but I mean, if you don't make kids do stuff at a young age, they will never do anything. So it's one of those things that I'm fortunate and I'm not fortunate. Like, I like baseball, I like football, I like playing them, but watching them, I can't get the hype to why you would want to watch guys running up and down a court or a field all day. It way over my head, but it it was like, I would say that's when I made my first adult decision, was when I was probably about 10 years old, and we were doing, like, I was playing baseball. I loved baseball. I had a freaking arm, even at a young age. Like, I could, all the way from the outfield, uh, the fence, I could throw it to home plate. Pretty decent pace too. Um, but my first adult decision, my my first decision was to stop playing baseball, to stay home and watch cartoons on Saturday mornings, because I was like, oh man, do I really like the running? Do I really like this, like, getting all like in pants and t-shirt and having to practice till like 1 2 in the afternoon, um, in the heat and stuff. And then also like during tournaments, be there from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night. I was like, nah, I think I want to quit sports to stay home and watch cartoons and then do whatever I want the rest of the day. So I can stay home, watch cartoons, and play video games. That was like the first big boy decision that I made. Kind of feel sad about that because I should have stayed. I should have stayed in baseball. I liked playing it, but I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't said I need my cartoons now. Somewhat familiar with High Dive, but not the other. Yeah, Billy is like the Chinese YouTube. There was a tiny red man on Big Yeller Island. Teds, you're now a level 3. Nice. VPN because okay. No, I mean it's Chinese. They're doing something, but I've started noticing a lot, especially with announcements on Twitter. Like if you're following me on Twitter, I'm always reposting when a studio puts a show on on YouTube. Um, like what is it? I obviously I've said Pon no Michi is on YouTube. If you look at the Viz YouTube site, they've got Sailor Moon, they've got Naruto, a few other shows. I can't remember everything. But there's also the what is it? They just put up a Lupin the Third movie. So yeah, like these studios are using YouTube for some of their older anime, and I love it. Don't worry, I'm sick with reviews too. No such thing as a too long review. Shoot, you ever seen any of the EFAP stuff? He is kudos to culture. Okay, wow, I'm like really behind. Don't know culture. Um, I don't watch him anymore, but he's definitely one of those guys that keeps up with the kind of the more like it keeps up with the Disney stuff and the WB stuff. Just a really cool guy, but he knows his stuff. The only reason I don't watch him anymore is I don't care what happens to Disney. I really don't care what happens to any of these companies. If they go under, they go under. You know, the if you're going under, it's because of bad business practices and decisions. Um, and it doesn't it doesn't affect me at the end of the day. Like Funimation going under didn't affect me. I still woke up and went to work the next day. Um, I mean, I don't like the monopolies. I'd rather I'm gonna call it out, but when I know there's alternatives to getting your anime, I'm not gonna talk about it that much. Like Sony owning the basically a majority stake of anime in the West doesn't affect me. Now, the things that they are doing, which is shutting down alternative sites, granted they are within their legal right to. Um, yeah, that actually affects me, but I don't have a leg to stand on to argue for them to stop. Thundercats, Roar, Balloon, and yeah, yeah, that was. garbage. That didn't even make it a full season, right? Like two episodes, and then they canceled it. Like, why'd you even try? But yeah, the whole Steven Universe style of animation that everyone's kind of taken on. I can't stand Western cartoons. 2020 version. No, no. I think there was a He-Man and a Thundercats back in 2010 or 2011. I want to say there was at least a He-Man that was kind of cool. It gave a backstory to why Skeletor was Skeletor and why he got looks the way that he does. I can't remember the year, but yeah, there was one before the 2020 version. Uh, da, 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 da. I played soccer in Germany and I had one hell of a kick and a great long pass. I should have done something with that too. Now I run 5 minutes and I'm out of breath. Dude, I get disappointed when I walk to my fridge and I'm out of breath. Like I'll breathing hard. I'm like, Jesus Christ. One season, yeah. But yeah, yeah. I mean, this whole stream kind of went completely off rails, but in a good way. Like, uh, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. It's been great, and I'm sorry for those of you that are going to miss the streams, but I'm hoping to maybe push a few more VODs a week now. Maybe instead of just doing one, do or try to get at least two out, and uh hopefully y'all enjoy the shorts as well. I know some people, they don't like the TikTok format, but that again, that's just where I think my talent is at these days. And like I said, some streams they go really well. Like tonight, it, I would say like if I could have streams on average be like tonight, I, I would probably want to continue streaming. But it just I don't know, the whole streaming thing just doesn't seem to work for me. Like I like the talking and I like doing this stuff, but I feel there should be more to a stream, don't y'all? Like I don't know, like I'm thinking like, oh, there should be graphics up on screen. I should be pulling up videos or just doing more. And I think that's my problem is I'm always wanting to do more. Like I don't like just sitting still and keeping things the way that they are. Like I want stream. I want I want what I'm doing to be new. I want when you come to a stream. I want you to. I want people to be like, I'm gonna go like, oh, Ronin streaming tonight. I need to be there at 8, and I'm gonna stay the full time. Now when you get here and find out that I'm not doing anything interesting, and you're like, okay, I've watched enough. I've had enough. That's different. But maybe I do something that you don't know about, and you're like, okay, well that's interesting. Like I would like for that to be at least 80% of my streams, and the other 20%, I get it. It's like I said at the beginning of this, you can't have a banger stream every stream, and I get that. It's just I have to be I have to change something. Like something has to change. Oh yeah, yeah, just one guy. Yeah, but I mean, everyone starts out on social media as one guy. It it just I guess it just depends. Like, do you want to remain one guy, or do you want to do more? Um, I mean, I would love, like, I guess if I would say that if I had a dream or had a passion, what I would really love to do is I would love for this to evolve into something that not only just pays for itself, but also that I can start taking some money and creating a business. Because what I would love to do, because as much as I say how bad the Western anime industry is, what I would love to do is I would love to have enough money to open my own dubbing house. Like I would love to dub anime, like hire people that are of similar mindsets or rules that I can make and put integrity back into the dubs and not just have everything dubbed by a handful of people that have, kind of created this little group for themselves that they're the only ones that get to dub stuff, you know, because they're not like Chris Sabat's not a good voice actor. Neither is Johnny Young Bosch. They're just in a lot of stuff. So, and it's not just them. There's others. Like they're just people that I think deserve a better chance. I think there are um, fan dubbers that do really good work that deserve a chance to actually work in the industry. And that's what I would like to do. Like I'd love to bring uh you know the Blu-ray, well, I guess 4K at this point, but I'd love to bring like what we used to get with VHSs. Like why don't we have Blu-rays with behind the scenes dubbing, or maybe we have some of the negatives or some of the work that actually goes into the anime. Like why don't we have that anymore? Why can't we get that on the disc? Like we don't get any of that. You have to go through hoops to look for it. And why can't it be on the Blu-ray? The Blu-ray has plenty of space that you could have. You don't have to have 20 different languages on it. If you're releasing a Blu-ray or a DVD into the US, Japanese and English language, that's all you need on it. You don't need the French, the Hispanic, um, or any of that stuff really on the Blu-ray. Okay, maybe the US needs Hispanic. Like, take the top three languages that are spoken in the US and put them on the disc. But in any case, like, there's so much that we don't get anymore. But the prices on Blu rays and DVDs have just gone up, and we get less. I If I could ever get to the point to actually do something like that, I don't see a point why you can't put that on there. You let the fans into a world that they're not familiar with. I had this idea when I was collecting anime VHSs, and they would have like the toy productions, or they'd have the creditless openings and endings, and the VHSs would have so much more on them. It's just a disappointment that we get ripped off when it comes to these DVDs and these Blu-rays, and I would really like to change that. That's just something about the industry that I do care about. Like I want it to change. Like again, I very adamant for people watching subs, but that's a preference. If dubs were better, I'd advocate for dubs, but dubbing sucks. So, but yeah, that's cool. Thinking of future goals, just don't spread yourself too thin. No, you're right. Like that's that is such a pipe dream of something that I want to do that I have no belief that it's going to happen. But if there's that one chance that you know I this does something for me, or YouTube dubs something for me, or maybe I actually figure out how to start investing money the right way. You know, it's something that I would like to do or like to attempt. Like I have no idea what really goes into it. I mean, it's just an idea right now, and I mean, I don't see a point in looking into how to do it if I have no way to get the financing for it. No, this stream is exactly what I like. No more, no more is necessary. Well, your streams could use more fan service. Hey, I said I got the male tits. If that's the kind of fan service you're looking for, I can bring it to you. I don't know if my milkshake brings the boys to the yard, but I think it's fun. Like it, it's something I'd like to do. They are like I don't know if I've ever told y'all my con experiences, but yeah, they really are some really cool guys too. Don't say you're so sure. Reach, yeah. I mean, it's good to have goals, but oh, man, I feel I'm almost bipolar, and it's like I have, there's days that I have my high highs, but there's days that I have my low lows, and yeah, if I ever got to a point that I was like, it's just you get hit with one thing after another and another, and you get so low that intrusive thoughts start entering your head. It's just one of those things that I don't want to think about really. Hell for free. Trust me, man. If I ever get to that point to being able to do something like that, uh, I would like that. Like, there's a lot of people that I on here that I've met that I would like to reach out to, um, because where I live, like I don't think I would ever want to move out of the South. Like I don't see a point to live anywhere else. It's really one of the most economical places to live, I feel. Plus I know the area and stuff. But and things can be done remotely now, but I would like kind of a centralized office around where I'm at. And if people wanted to move out here, I would be more than happy to, help people get situated. Because I mean, it would be a lot better to just have the people working for me in the same area and coming into a place, so that way, because as convenient as remote work is, people are lazy, especially when you don't have eyes on them. Um, so I mean, there's that, and plus there's you can't do all that extra stuff that I'm thinking about, that I would want to do, with people like working remotely. I'm like, hey, record your house, and I'm gonna put it on this DVD for tens of thousands of people to own. It would just be better, and then plus there's that sense of camaraderie as well. So, I mean, it's something that I think about from time to time, but because I mean, you got to have some idea, right? Like if just say if you have 100 grand, like what are you gonna do with it? Like, let's say your bills are paid off and everything like that. What are you doing with 100 grand? I mean, seriously, there's a lot of fun things I could think to do, but that's kind of a waste. I'd rather take that money and have it work for me, because I've talked to a lot of friends about, uh, you know, how do you create generational wealth? Like, I want to make it to where my kids don't have to work, and my kids' don't have to work, and 4 generations don't have to work. You know, they just have to kind of maintain the business, keep the principles going. Just to have that idea, hire smart, capable people. Because even though that I'm, people talk bad about billionaires and people that make money, they know how to make it. And instead of hating them and looking at them in a negative way, people should really look at how these people are creating their wealth and figure out how they can make it, how they can do something similar, and they can have the money that they need or that they want. But that's not the way we look at things. We look at them as if they're evil, and instead of looking into ways to make it to their level, we're just like, no, we should just take it from, you know, everything they worked for, regardless of the, maybe the underhand deals, because there's people that I know of that they did illegal shit first. Uh, then they created business around that, and now they don't do the illegal shit anymore. I mean, I'm not saying that everything that a wealthy person does is on the up and up, but I think it's something that we should be able to recreate, possibly. I could have a Central Europe office, right? Branch out. Open an office and making insert culture a big thing, and the next amount of money getting a farm out of nowhere and telling everyone to F off. Oh, the dream. But guys, I think I'm gonna end it. I mean, probably should have ended it like an hour ago, but it's fine. I've had fun, and like I said, why not go out with a bang? So yeah, this is the last stream for the foreseeable future. Definitely be on a lookout for my shorts and my VODs. And I do stream with Clifton and Anna's Gameland and Brandon's uh, Brandon the anime guy on Mondays over on Clifton's channel. And that's probably for streaming. That's probably where you'll find me, unless Brandon reaches out to me to come on a show or somebody else reaches out to me. Um, so I mean, I'm not going to stream. I'm just not going to stream on this channel until I can think of a format that I'm happy with, that I think will bring people in and have people uh sticking around. Uh Again, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of shitty way to start the weekend. Um Unfortunately, that's what happens when you have a Friday show. Bad news is going to come on Friday. Um but it wasn't something that I did on a whim. I have been thinking about it for a little while. I've been thinking about, like I've said, like a bunch of what I've said is what I've been thinking about through the stream. Um, what to do for the channel, what to do for myself, what kind of attitude do I need to have here. Just so much has been rattling around, and what it really came down to is that I just don't feel I'm entertaining, and I don't want to waste y'all's guys' time every Friday with an with a stream with a hour to 2 hour stream that's unentertaining. I I I I wouldn't want somebody to do that for me, and I'm not going to do that to y'all. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I'm saying, but I don't know when it's going to come back. Is what I'm saying. But there will still be content on the channel. Like I said, shorts and VODs. And I did just start bringing back the quizzes on the community tab, although I did screw one up this week. Uh, Really makes me look bad. I mean, not knowing when Princess Mononoke came out. I fucked that one all up. But yeah, guys, enjoyed I've enjoyed the streams. I really hope that when I decided to come back, that you guys will be right back here with me, seeing the changes. Um, but yeah, for the foreseeable future, it's just shorts and VODs and streaming with other people. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Watch some amazing anime, because there's some bangers coming out this season, like ones I didn't even expect. Windbreakers. Watch Windbreakers. It sounds like a bad fart joke, but really cool. Like, first episode was intense. Plus, you have a male character named Sakura. I think I posted today on Twitter that it reminds me of that Johnny Cash song, "A Boy Named Sue." But now I'm gonna like have to make a meme of a boy named Sakura. I should have had that. Oh man, so much like bouncing around in my head. Welcome to come by my stream every Thursday. I will probably have a little more time to do that now, Raquel. Um, I will I will make a better effort to come by. You're not a waste of our time, Ronan. I like y'all too. I really do. I'm happy about that. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm happy that y'all don't think that I waste y'all's time. Um, I just, I guess I won't. I guess I'm looking. I won't. I don't know. I guess I really want the streams to be. I want the streams to be in a better place. I guess. Um. What he's not saying is that his wife is making him quit Sticky's. The bad thing is you're not wrong on that. I've actually promised her a deck on the back of our house for like 6 years. uh this is it. Oh my god. But but yeah, it's a you know, I tell you another thing that kind of goes through my head too is Tits knows about DSP is that so DSP, for those of you that don't know, is a lolcow, and I'd argue he's king of the lolcows, but he has a very small community, and he's monetized and whatnot, and he has probably about 5 to 10 people that basically support his lifestyle. And even though that I don't think that would be anyone here, because I mean, when I say supports his lifestyle, this guy makes close to about 3K a week, and that's off of like I said, 4 to 5 people. And I don't think that'd be you guys. Like, if I got monetized, I don't think that would be y'all, and I wouldn't want it to be y'all. Like, I'd have to cap it, because if I started noticing that trend, it doesn't feel right. And that's the other thing, is that if I got monetized again, that's not like a big goal. I didn't even talk about how I see YouTube, because I see YouTube kind of like a RPG, and all these little things that you get to unlock are kind of just goals to get to. Simple version, but I wouldn't want to run a stream like that. Like, that's another reason why I would want, like I want to grow. Um, I want to grow my subs and that, because if I ever became monetized and started doing this, and and people were so kind to you know uh contribute money to the streams, I wouldn't want it just to be 1 or 2 people. That's not right for them, and it's not right for me to take that. It would be it would make a lot more sense to have 40, 50 people doing that. That way it's not a financial burden on everyone else, because I mean, it can, like, giving somebody money on the internet should be because they're providing a service to you, entertainment, which I guess that's all this could be, entertainment, knowledge, whatever you feel is necessary. Um, and that's the other, that was just some of the other things too. Like, I guess I'm thinking like 4 or 5 steps ahead, and how I don't want to be. Like, I don't want to be a DSP. Like, I've said it before. If you don't watch lolcows, if you don't know what a lolcow is, if you do this streaming thing, I think it would be very good for people to find a lolcow they like to watch, so that way they know what not to do. And you actually will have better internet morals watching these people, because what they do is so scummy that you're like, that I don't want that to be me. I need to work in my house in shorts to get to that point. However, I'm not in a rush since I don't know if I even want to do that. Really? Well, yeah, just take your time, Raquel. But in any case, I've said like 2 or 3 times now, guys, that this is it. Really appreciate y'all being here tonight. Again, just Clifton's streams on Monday. Excuse me. Insert culture on Monday with Clifton, Anna, and Brandon. I forget the freaking time because he goes by European time, and I'm Southern and American. I think it's like 8 o'clock my time. But in any case, and the shorts and the VODs. I know I've said for months now that I'm going to get the Gundam doc up. That's definitely like project number one that I need to knock out. But yeah, guys, have a good weekend. Enjoy some streams. But y'all have made this a pleasure. And again, it's not that the channel's going anywhere. It's just that the streams are for the time being. I'm out.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I could taste it, want it away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place stand? I will not stop, I will prepare. To get to the top, then it must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then it must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or is the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making a killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan, yeah I got a backbone, designing my own program, I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared, to get to the top, yeah you must be rare, got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, like that. Are you gonna win, or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Gotta like, hey, 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 I will not stop, I am